Hello, children. Welcome to one more session of English. Before I start, just let us have a thought process. Have you ever thought, or did you ever feel that you are different from others, or some people are foreigners, some people are strange? Yes, we do always. Why do we have such thought process? A simple reason, because we follow different religion, speak different languages, different customs, traditions, have a different set of culture, entirely different from the people of other countries, right? Even our dress code, the way we speak, yes. Now, that makes us think that they are foreigners, people who reside in other countries are the foreigners, vice versa. But there is something common with all of us, all across the world. What is that? We inhale the same air. We have the same color of blood. We have the same emotions. Yes, we live on one same earth. We drink the same water, right? So, when all these things are common, then what are we trying to do? Now, this poem is something like that. No men are foreign, a poem written by James Kirkup, a poem from Beehive. So, what is that poem all about? This poem talks about the concept of global brotherhood and equality without any place for any kind of prejudice. What is prejudice? Unnecessary, without, you can use a word called partiality. It can be described as a post colonial poem which talks of globalization and its resultant human unity worldwide. The poem seems to be written at a crucial time around late 1940s when the entire colonial world was revolting against their oppressions. This poem actually also is about, here the poet is making a strong plea. Plea means a request for peaceful coexistence. Let all live peacefully on this earth and universal brotherhood. He says that think for a while before you harm anyone, before you wage a war, before you spread hatredness. Think, with whom are you going to fight? With your own brothers, with your own sisters? Think. This is what is all the poem all about. Please try to listen this poem or read this poem from the heart, not from the mind. So, what is this poem at all? See, the poem is something like that in the stanza one. Remember, no men are strange, no country is foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon. Is earth like this, in which we all shall lie? They too, aware of sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvest, by war's long winter starved. What is that poet trying to tell here? Remember, no men are strange, no countries are foreign. When you call a person strange, if you have 10 hands, okay, and he looks some weirdly, or he has two nose, or his body structure is different. But when we have the same thing, two eyes, one nose, two hands, then how can a man become strange? How can a country become a foreign? Right? Now, take for instance, children, you are in ninth B, one section. Some children are there in ninth A. Okay, few children segregated too. Is it that the other set of children are different from you? No, it is not possible to accommodate everyone in one place. So we reside in different parts. Same thing here. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. Beneath all uniform, what is that uniform? The dress which we wear. A police, a farmer, a politician, a teacher, a celebrity. They have their own uniforms, or a doctor. But when you see inside that one single body, where the same one heart, blood red flows. Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon is earth like this in which we all shall lie. He says, the earth on which I live is the same, and the earth on which Trump lives also the same. Right? Everyone are safe. And is earth like this in which all shall lie? If I die, I'll be laid in the same earth. And when others die, they also will be buried under the same earth. Then what is the difference? They too aware of sun and air and water. One sun. America doesn't have one more sun. Australia doesn't have any other sun. Pakistan doesn't have one more sun. Right? Air, the same air. And the water are fed by peaceful harvest, by wars long, winter starved. Peaceful harvest here refers to the farmers. Wars long starved. War, it means cold. War, winter refers to cold, and cold, when you go for the mean, when it goes for emotions, cold is hatredness. Yes, when wars create hatredness among each other, peaceful harvest. Harvest means, what is harvest? Food, goodness, green, peace. It tries to feed. It tries to make the people happy, or it may try to make the people uh, live peacefully. See here in this slide, what is it saying? My dear, no men are foreign. We are all are human beings. Okay. He says when all things are same, can't we live in this way together? Can't we live together? Yes. Now what is that the stanza says here? He says that in the first he says the explanation of the stanza one. The poem gives us the message of universal brotherhood of man. The poet says that we should not regard other countries as foreign. We are all citizens of the same world. People of different countries wear different kinds of clothes, but under their different clothing, the human body is same everywhere. It's way. Okay. Now move on to the second stanza. What is the poet telling here? Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. In every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. See, once again, their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. A labor is a labor. Hands, what kind of hands we have? The same hands they have. One is what kind of work we do. They do the same work. If we are a labor, they also do the same work. They have the same eyes as we have, and we wake up or sleep, and strength that can be won. He says, all together we can win. You can see this here. By love, not by war, not by fighting, not by discrimination, but by love. In every land is common life. Life is common in all the lands. You can see the problem now at present how US is suffering from protest racial discrimination. But they don't find it is only a color. Yes, only a color is different. People have to understand whether it is black or A person is black or a person is fair, but the blood inside is same. Why to fight? That all can recognize and understand everywhere. One common thing, human emotions have to be respected, each and every one. Okay, so what he says here, you see, he says that remember that human beings all over the world have similar eyes. See, you can. They also wake and sleep as we do. They're strong and powerful like ourselves. They can be won by love. There is a bond which unites all the nations of the world. Each one of us understands and recognizes this bond. We all know, children, that is a fact. We all know that we should not hate anyone. We know that. We know that we should not harm others. We know that. But in spite of knowing all these things, we do things deliberately because to satisfy our selfish needs, we do all such things. So poet says, he says, think for a while. And this, he say, now see the last. Let us remember when we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves. That we shall dispose, betray, condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other, it is the human earth that we defile. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence of air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. Now, see here once again. Let us remember when we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves, right? When someone is trying to provoke us, go fight with them, go fight, do this and all. What are we doing? We are fighting with our own people. We are fighting with our own people. Now you see how are these Indian soldiers were killed in the China near the India-China border. Yes, so whom are they were fighting with? With their own brothers. To hate our brothers, it is ourselves. When you hate someone, it means you are also having the same feel. You are trying to hate yourself when you are trying to hate others. That we shall dispose us, betray, condemn. He says that whenever people come and provoke us, don't get encouraged. Try to stop, try to condemn them, try to punish them. Remember, we who take arms against each other, it is the human earth that we defile. When we start trying to use weapons, start trying to kill people by using bombs or firing or bombarding, it is that we are trying to spoil the human earth. We are spoiling the same earth. We are polluting the earth, which not now, some years after we will have to face the consequences. Now we are facing, if I'm not wrong, right? Our hells of fires and dust outrage the innocence. Our hells of fire and dust here means the anger. It is killing the innocent people, not everyone. Of air that is everywhere our own. The air which we breathe is the same for everyone. Remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. No one are, all are same. The earth on which people from different countries walk is the same. People of all countries feel the sun, air, and water just as we do. During peace time, all countries flourish, they develop. During war times, all the countries suffer from the shortage of food and other difficulties, right? And this is all because of we are doing that. Here you see, the poet says that if we fight with others, then we only pollute this beautiful earth, as I told you, with was clear file dust, which is responsible for the pollution of earth too. We should learn that no men are not foreign and no countries are strange. We should live like brothers. We should not deceive or cheat others. You see here in this, what is the poet writing? If you stand, when problem comes, stand unitedly. And when really divided we fall, stand when a problem comes and when you have to protect people, divide yourself and start helping. And what is the poet trying to tell here? What is the central theme of the poem? As I told you, that no men are foreign. And he says that the theme is the oneness of mankind underneath the superficial differences, unwanted differences of color, caste, nationality, culture, all these. And he says that people who spread hatred and try to wage wars have to be punished. They should not be left out, they should be punished. This poem also says that supremacy, it gives importance to love, accord, friendship, and oneness among the people in this world. So, what is that? When we stand united, no one will break us. Yes, so always try to learn that united we stand, divided we fall.